Hey YouTube, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing some fall baking, specifically pumpkin cookies. This is my all-time most favorite recipe for fall, and I love pumpkin. I don't like pie, but pumpkin pie is my all-time favorite pie, and pumpkin cookies, pumpkin muffins, pumpkin bread. I just love pumpkin. Gives you a good boost of vitamin A, really good for your skin. Can't ever go wrong with some pumpkin. So let's get right into it. I'll have the recipe down below also in the description. First things first, I hate using more than one bowl. I'm a lazy chef, so I always do my wet ingredients first and then just sort of put my dry ingredients in on top. You're going to need a half cup of softened butter and an egg. I over softened my butter. Next we'll add in our egg. Next we'll add in our 1.5 cups of sugar. Next, we'll add in our 1 cup of pumpkin. It's about half of a small can. Make sure you get all that pumpkin-y goodness in there. And last but not least, we'll be adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now we'll go ahead and blend that all together. Now next is the ultimate lazy part. As I said, I dislike using more than one bowl when I can help it. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it with our flour. We'll go right in with our 2 cups of flour. I've always found this blends out really well, even when I use one bowl. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I usually do a slightly heaping teaspoon of cinnamon. I love cinnamon. A half teaspoon of nutmeg. And a half teaspoon of salt. Now we can go ahead and blend again. You preheat the oven to 350. My oven preheats really fast, so I usually just go ahead and do that once I'm done making my dough. Now normally while I would be waiting for the oven to preheat, I would go ahead and make my frosting. So this is all you need to make the best dairy-free cream cheese frosting, which tastes just absolutely divine on these pumpkin cookies. I already have some made up from the last batch of cookies I made, and I'm kind of low on cream cheese, so I'm not going to actually make some today. But all you need is a 1/3 cup of your favorite dairy-free cream cheese, or you could use regular cream cheese if you aren't dairy-free. I personally use Kite Hill. I find it has the best texture and flavor, and it reminds me the most of regular cream cheese. And you do a 1/3 cup margarine or butter. I use Earth Balance. 2 cups of confectioner's sugar, and about a teaspoon of vanilla. You just pop that all. Usually I put it all right into a container that I'm going to store the frosting in, and I just blend it all right in there. This is the best. As you see, we've devoured almost this entire container, but this cream cheese frosting is absolutely incredible, and it tastes so good on these cookies. And when you keep it in the refrigerator, obviously, and it gets so nice and thick and creamy, and it is just perfect. I love this frosting. While we were waiting for the oven to preheat, I went ahead and prepped our cookie sheet with some parchment paper, and we can get right into putting about a dozen dollops of cookie dough onto our tray. So here's our little cookie blobs all ready to go. This usually makes around 2.5 dozen cookies. So we'll go ahead and get these in the oven. They go in for about 15 to 18 minutes. If you want them a little less done, sometimes I'll do them for like 13 minutes for Matt because he likes really soft cookies. But 15 minutes is usually pretty good.
Later that same evening.
You can also put chocolate chips in these. I love having chocolate chip pumpkin cookies. Usually they come out seeming a little soft, but they firm up on the foil. I always just put cookies straight onto cold foil. And now that these are all done, we can just go in and do our next batch. Now let's go ahead and skip to when all the cookies are done. Alrighty, and that's it for today. These are the cookies all done. Let's go ahead and give one a bite. So good. These are by far my most favorite cookie. They're absolutely delicious. I mean, look at this fluffy, soft, gooey goodness. These are incredible. Highly recommend them. Don't forget, the whole recipe is down below in the description. And if you want to see more baking content, let me know. Give us a like, comment. I'm happy to do more baking, especially going into fall. It's my favorite time to bake. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you next time. Bye.